So, you're considering making a move down to Dallas, Texas? Well, in this video, I'm going to be covering some things you should know before making the move. My name is Eric Diaz, your future real estate agent, and if you're looking for a channel that covers how to live, eat, sleep, play, and buy real estate here in Dallas, Texas, make sure you tap the notification bell and hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified every time I post a video. Recently, I've been getting a lot of calls from people moving out of state to Dallas. So I wanted to make a video on some things you should consider and know about before making the move. So we're going to be covering things from weird things that Texans do to the lifestyle here and a ton of other stuff, so make sure you stick around. So the first thing that we're going to be covering is home ownership is attainable. In Dallas, you don't have to be a millionaire to live well. As of 2021, the city's median household income was $75,000, and the median home value was $430,000. Now, there are plenty of homes on the market well below that median value. So if you're looking for something very affordable, there's a ton of cities out there in the Dallas area where you can find an amazing home for a really good price. Home value here in Dallas has increased by 30.3% since last year. Now, that is a great sign and should show you why Dallas is such a good investment, not only to have a great lifestyle here in Dallas, but also for your bank account. This is why I highly recommend moving down here. Not only will I be able to find a great house for you and your family, but also a great investment overall. A recent article predicted that Dallas is gonna be the hottest real estate market in the US in 2023. Right now, competition is low, so I highly suggest if you're thinking about making the move, right now is the time to buy. Now, another thing to consider is us Texans love sweet tea. Now, I can't tell you why, but we love it. Whenever I moved from Mexico City to Texas, that's one thing I realized, that everywhere sweet tea is extremely popular. You can go to Chick-fil-A or Cane's and sweet tea tastes different. Some people like either or, but sweet tea is extremely popular. So make sure when you come down, at least give it a try. And if you're looking to make some friends, probably go buy some sweet tea and hand it to your next door neighbors. Perhaps you might find a lifelong friend. Another thing you should know about is safety. Now, safety is my #1 priority, and I recently moved down from California back to my hometown here in Frisco. In an article written by Smart Asset, it named Frisco and McKinney the safest cities in the US. Frisco is actually ranked #1, and McKinney was ranked #2. So if you're looking for a very good place for you and your family, I highly recommend looking at those cities. If you have any other questions about where to live in the Dallas area, make sure you check out niche.com. That is a great place to find some of the ratings. And if you're looking to tour any houses in the cities you find, make sure you reach out to me. Another thing you should know is Texans are gonna be very respectful. From a young age, when I moved down here, I was taught to say yes sir, no ma'am, thank you, please, and be as courteous as possible. That was instilled in me as a young age, and I still do that to this day. When I moved to the West Coast and I kept that habit up, people looked at me a little weird. And it took me a little time to kind of adjust to that. It's just a different culture. So if you're coming from places that you're not normally used to someone telling you yes sir or no ma'am, make sure you realize that when coming down, because it's gonna happen. Whether you're at the grocery store, at a restaurant, or just someone opening the door for you, we are very courteous. That's why Texas is known for its Southern hospitality. One of the greatest things I like to say about Texas is the people here. Now, this is also a plus for young families. If you're gonna be bringing your kids and they're gonna be going to public schools, for example, in Frisco, where I spent all of my time through elementary school all the way to high school, all of those values were instilled in us, and I honestly think it's an amazing thing that schools should keep on doing. So if you're looking for a school or a place where those values are gonna be taught to your children, Dallas or the North Dallas area is the place to be. Something else you should know is Dallas is a lot greener than you would expect. Dallas has plenty of trees and open space with a whopping 42 square miles of green space. There are hundreds of places that you can go to here in Dallas, but I'll name a few. The Great Trinity Forest. This is recognized as the largest urban forest in the entire US. It extends off the north part of Trinity River. It's full of trails, picnic spots, wetlands, and it's home to Trinity Forest Adventure Park. So if you're looking for something cool to do with your family, that's a great one. There's also the White Rock Lake Park, the Dallas Zoo, and the Clyde Warren Park. So if you're considering moving down here, there's a ton of stuff for all of the outdoor people. Another myth I've heard about Texas is that it lacks culture and it's just a lot of cowboys. Now, that might have been true a long time ago, but from what I've seen for the 17 plus years I've been here, this is a melting pot. When I went to elementary and middle school, there were so many different ethnicities and cultures that I was surrounded by that when I moved to Los Angeles, it really wasn't culture shock because I was already surrounded by that here in Frisco. So if you're planning to move down here and you're scared you're not gonna have someone to relate to, don't worry at all. There's so many groups down here and so many cultures that you'll be able to experience so much here in Dallas, especially going out to eat. If you go to Dallas or any of the surrounding cities, there's so many different foods that you can experience all the different cultures. It is truly amazing. Now, another reason you might be moving down to Dallas is the great school systems. 8 of the top 20 schools in Texas are located in the DFW area. And the top 3 are actually located in the Dallas Independent School District. Now, if you don't want to spend a lot of money taking your kid to a private school, a lot of the public schools are very well known. Frisco ISD, Prosper ISD, and McKinney ISD. Those school systems, you can check out the ratings on ish.com and do your own research. And once you pick your city, let me know and we can start touring all the properties around the area. And lastly, we love sports. Texas does it big. That's why the saying, everything is bigger in Texas, and that is so true when it comes to our sports. Especially when you look at football, we are home to the Dallas Cowboys. And if you like all the other sports, we are also home to the FC Dallas, the Stars, the Texas Rangers, and the Mavericks. So when it comes to sports, we are the mecca of it. Especially if you're moving down here and you might have kids that are gonna be playing sports. This is a great city for them. So for example, when I was in high school, we got to play at the Star, which is the practice facility for the Dallas Cowboys. Not only did it make you feel like you're a professional athlete out there, sometimes the games were hosted on the ESPN network. So you really did feel like you're a professional athlete. So all the parents that want to give their kids the most opportunity to experience some of the coolest memories in their sport, Dallas is going to be a great city for you. Now, we also have FC Dallas, which offers a great program for all the young kids that are really into soccer. And there's a ton of other programs for pretty much every sport. And that's pretty much it. Those are just a few things you should know whenever you're making the move down to Dallas. If you have any questions about Dallas or relocating to the Dallas area, make sure you reach out to me. My contact info is on the screen and in the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you click that like button. And if you have any recommendations, drop them down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the closing table.